guys, what's up? Welcome back. Mark, you want to introduce the topic?
Alright, big up on yourself. That bag of things we want to talk about. So not even one topic. It's just you know what? It's not even nothing too deep. It's just the regular things we talk about all the time. That is like a recurring theme. Every day you wake up 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, all 5 a.m. in the morning. You see people are talking about, what do I have to do to keep this man, or what do I have to do to keep this woman, or I'm gonna split this 50-50, or just same old relationship shit where people just need to get over themselves with. Same old shit. But it's just we want to bring some different talking points to these perspectives that these young people seem to hang on to.
So you're not young?
No, I'm an elder.
Oh, okay.
I'm joke. I'm young just like them too, yeah? Me make mistakes too, you know? And one of the first things I'm going to open up with is not because you drive a blouse and a skirt Mark X, that means you're a high value man. You see me? Not because you chop the line and you drive a BMW or a Benz, that means you're high value. By definition, when you listen to Kevin Samuels overseas and them man they talk about high value, he's way different in comparison to us out here. Majority of the young people we pair with will never be high value until them reach them 40s.
Or at all.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they don't have value.
Yeah, and that don't mean you don't have value, you know, but we're going based up off of what them call him, King Kevin Samuels.
I was gonna say King Batch. I was like, I don't know who you're talking about. King? They crowned him now?
Yeah, brother, people over there talk about we need to protect Kevin Samuels at all costs.
Oh yeah.
No, brother, we don't know how you have to say and then see this whole alpha and beta thing. I don't know how you have to say alpha and then it's like you're a panda to another man with everything him say. Everything him say, you drink it up like his milk.
It's really confusing, Dad. It's really confusing. But go on, Dad.
Yeah, I mean, so the first talking point we're gonna start with. We'll start with the simplest one. We're gonna start with the whole.
The simplest one.
Wow, dead. We're gonna start with the whole Asafa power thing, brother.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and it's very short, just a very short talking point, guys. I think we have covered this before, in a different way when him did ask you like the DNA. Yeah, for the film data. Now there's a ruling, or what do I call it now? What do you call it? A sentence? You know?
You're a sentence. Bang.
I mean, sentence in prison now, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yo, basically them say
he's ordered to.
Yeah, he's ordered to pay 30K per month for child support, and them have to split half the bills, for what you call it now? Half the bills for medical, half the medical bills. Then we go 50-50 on medical bills. Now, as I said, still, it's a very short talking point. I see a lot of people saying he's a waste man. I'm gonna agree with that.
Okay. I guess for the same reasons we outlined the last time we talked about.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We really don't know what their relationship was like. You don't know if it was a situation where this man had tried to do this for years and then she tell him, say, don't ever talk back to me and my child again. You don't know. You know what I mean? Or all of a sudden he married now and him have a child and then now is when you want to file for child support. You know what I mean?
The timing.
The timing is interesting. You have a child now too. You know what I mean? You have another child coming on the way or already have another child. And you want to file for child support. No, why? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying she's not entitled to, guys. I'm just saying, look at both sides of the story. In my opinion, probably just back off and just load the people in life because you really don't know what the big deal is. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on. You don't know. We don't even know if you have other children outside of marriage. As far as you know, all the three have.
You streamed it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That was 2.
You see, and that's the point. No people don't even know if it's more than 2.
Yeah.
You see me? So we don't know. We don't know him finances. We don't know if him fronting and out and stunting when him don't have no money in him bank account.
Is Asafa a high value man?
Here we go now. Oh my God. Is Asafa Paul a high value man? Yo, that's a good question, you know, bro.
Yeah, I mean, him run sub 10 for like 15 years now.
So that make
high value man.
We don't know. Yo, him certainly have the, well, again, we can't say me and watch him network or whatever, because I don't know net worth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know, I don't know how much money he has, but according to Kevin Samuel, it's not just about the amount of money you have. It's how you handle your morals and blah 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 blah.
What the fuck does he know about morals, bro?
Brother, I don't know that. That's why I say it's the most confusing thing ever. Because how do you decide what high value means?
Yeah. Like, that's really my point, to be honest. That's why if I was answering my own question, I'd be like, I don't bumbleclot know. I don't know. The fact is that how am I supposed to know? What am I gauging him off of? Am I gauging him off of society's values or my values? Right? If it's my values, I don't know. Because I don't know how the man live in life. I don't know if the man live with integrity, honesty, whatever the other values I have are. Right? But if you're talking society, well, the man is popular, the man have money, and him get girls. So that sounds like a high value to me.
Him married, him have a kid, and him hold down him family.
Yeah, so it sounds like a high value guy to me.
Exactly,
I guess.
Know what I mean? I guess. Yeah, so you see, I know, and it's a good segue into the next talking points because, like, this whole idea of you being high value in Jamaica and running behind Kevin Samuels when really and truly, by his own definition, you're not there. By his own definition, you're not there. And so it's like you have to go really figure out where you stand in all of that. I realize we like to take a lot of what we hear these US statistics say and apply it to our country, but it's not really fully applicable here, you know what I mean? How much people out here earning in the billions, Jamaican billions, because again, when you do the conversion for the exchange rate, what them call high value based upon the amount of money them have over there is going to be way different from what we call high value out here.
See, but you see, this is the next problem I'm having with this thing. Because the fact of the matter is, how are we defining high value? What is the dollar amount for someone who is high value? All now when I hear that, you know? All now when I hear that. Because if you have a net worth, right, of let's say, I don't know, 5 million US, is that high value? Most people don't have that. Right? 95% of America probably don't have that. Right? But at the same time, despite the fact that you have a net worth of 5 million, that don't necessarily mean you have 5 million. You just have shit that is worth 5 million. Right? You could be probably bringing in per year 30K. Right? But because of prior stuff, you have a net worth of 5 mil. And if that's the case, are you high value? all know, I don't get the answer for that.
Yeah.
So that's why I think this whole high value thing is fuckery. Personally, I just think it's fucking bullshit.
What I'll say is there's some truth to certain things that Kevin Samuel says, but I don't agree with this whole high value thing, because it's really what you put your value on and how you personally measure success. Some you see, because it can't be what go for the goose, go for the gander. It can't be okay because everybody over America have this. You know what I mean? It equates to us having to be like them. You know what I mean? In our country.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like a lot of things that they have. There's some things that definitely have value. This is just not one of those things, dog.
Yeah,
right? It's not defined. It's highly emotionally charged.
Yep.
When the man deliver him talking points, he have to talk down to people. Which is why everybody from Breakfast Club and where the fuck else on YouTube or whatever, they don't necessarily like, oh yeah, Umar Johnson. How could I forget, right? He's talking down the Black Queen. You know, if you uplift your Black Queen's rated, blah blah blah. I don't even like Umar Johnson, quite frankly, because the dude is largely racist.
Brother, hear me say, and it's something I was talking to a good friend of mine about, where when you watch superhero movies, bro, do you realize what the reoccurring theme is? When you check the villain, look on the villain, even if you want pretty superhero too, you know, but pretty villain, a lot of times the villain is somebody who, a good villain in a movie, a well-written comic or a movie or whatever, a good villain usually is one who has some extremist point of view, where they're like for example, Thanos, yo, the world would be a better place if half the people gone. Yeah. You understand? And you look upon it and him not really wrong, but him not right either. You just kill people. Yeah. You understand? And when you look on something, you know, like when you look on Black Panther and what the other brother name again? I can't remember him name. Killmonger. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yo, yeah, basically must say, yo, we need to get rid of all these white people. Yeah. And take back with stuff and get rid of them, because guess what? Us blacks supposed to run the world. Yeah. But again, you can't go around just killing people, bro. Right. You understand? Even though Joker kind of crazy still, you see me?
But he has a point. It's just like, I mean? Yo, the way you guys live your life, the materialism, and also just the lack of, if you're talking about Joker movie, then it's just the lack of care for people who have issues and mental health and have disenfranchised backgrounds and shit. You don't care about those people. You don't care. So what the fuck you should care about you? And I'm going to prove that you're just trying to save people for feel better about yourself. You know what I mean? Which is, again, when you pre like My Hero Academia and all of those other animes, and the same thing the villain keep on to do. The villain is like, yo guys, let's do this extremist thing because I believe everybody should be this way. Yeah. You understand? So I'm not saying Kevin Samuels is a villain. I mean, I'm not saying Umar Johnson is a villain, but I'm saying we always have to be careful when we go to extreme. I mean, I'll go as far as to say I think he is a villain for the simple fact that him going extreme. You never have to go and like berate and degrade women. Is degrade a word? I hope so. But yeah, do that to women and all that shit. That's just extreme in my opinion, right? I can see where some of these women have extremely unrealistic expectations. They themselves don't value themselves, but they want somebody that is high value to value them so that they can feel better about themselves. We get it, Kevin. We all saw through the smoke. You are not some kind of fucking visionary. So to me, it's like, we all saw that. Why are you making it the only way you can actually make this entertaining is to talk down. Exactly. That's the only reason people watch. And that's the only reason why low self-esteem women call in. Because they want to be berated. Because they have low self-esteem and they want it to be replicated. They want it to be reflected, right? That's just the way I see it personally. But even continuing on this point, I look at how people do cancel culture. That is extreme. It's one thing to just, hey, you could just call people out, right? And just hold them to task and and just tell them to take accountability. No, what you want to do is ruin their life and ruin their livelihood and blah 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 because quote unquote they deserve it or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But realistically speaking, sorry, let me just finish.
Yeah, I'm at the point, man.
Yeah, to me, when you really match it out, dog, how are you any different? This person, this celebrity or whoever does something and it really grinds your gears. It makes you feel really bad to see that happen, right? And now you are trying to fuck them up to do what? The exact same fucking thing. You're just trying to fuck them up and trying to make them feel as bad as you did. How are you different? You're not.
Yeah, it's like when I sit and think about these things, you realize, brother, so people might tell you that they want to try and make society a better place, or they just want us to live in peace and harmony. But the truth is, if you're a peaceful person, you wouldn't want to like harm anybody in such a way. You would want to reform these people. You would want to show them a better way, rather than be like, okay, you slipped up, you should die.
Exactly.
You understand?
But I have something to say, but I don't want to know that road.
It's like, and that's what I realized with this cancel culture thing. Like, the more you look into it, is the more you realize people literally now are digging to find faults in people. So it's not even like them waiting on you to slip up in present. Them are dig to see when did you slip up, so we can come back and be like, ha, is this you? Yeah, you are not worthy.
Yeah. I don't remember who said it, but cancel culture comes for everybody. I think it was Charlamagne who said it. Did you hear about the Chrissy Teigen thing?
Yeah, man. Of course,
bro. You see, that one, Jesus Christ. I honestly don't... It's weird. Now that this has happened, I don't even remember what the fuck I saw in her. I don't know. Because I used to have a good opinion of her. Clearly, I never know the tweets. Because I actually didn't. I actually didn't know anything about how she tweeted and how she's been tweeting for years. Dog, I'm like, yo.
She's an asshole, bro.
Dog, she is disgusting.
Well,
sorry that your kid died.
Hear me out. Who are disgusting? Let's hear me out, dog. Like, I don't care what anybody wants to say. Which one are disgusting?
I mean, I'm perfect. So.
Shut the fuck up, man. You see me? You probably just don't believe, you just probably think it's audacious to say certain things out loud. You know what I mean? But there are people disgusting, bro. And there's some people that's bold enough for just put it out there. You know what I mean? I've been watching that, dog. Again, not defend Chrissy. Not defending her, because again, I saw through the bullshit from the first time I saw this woman coming on the rise because of John. You know what I mean? Because again, I wouldn't know her if it wasn't for John. And yeah, I'd be like, but she was a model before, I don't care. I never knew her before John Legend. When John said, I'll get married, I was like, who John married? Who the fuck is this one? You know what I mean? I don't even know you. I was like, that's nice. At least I'm happy. All of you love all of she. Alright, cool. You see me? Alright, that is nice. But then when we start hearing her talk and start see certain things and realize that like arguments follow this woman and she always have a dirty clap back. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah man, this woman is messy.
Yeah, I really didn't know about this tweet. I didn't know this is what she was tweeting. Because all I know about her is that she do like some philanthropic shit sometimes. She says some nice things sometimes, and her kid died the other day. That's really what I know. So she struck me as a sympathetic character. But when I hear her say she tell the fucking 16-year-old girl when she at 24, you could kill yourself. And it's really just based out of projection, isn't it? That's really what it was.
That's why I'm laughing. Like sometimes, yo, when I visit her, bro, I'm laughing because, yo, you have to be real. Let's just be real for a moment. Sometimes people just say shit because them upset, because them hurt, because them depressed. And yeah, why? Because them a celebrity, you feel like them better than you, and them for uphold a better standard than you. Them a human being too.
Yeah.
Them are gonna say fuckery too.
Which is why they should not be role models, and they didn't even sign up for that.
Yeah, see, them never sign up. They're like, oh, I'll be a role model and I'll not say fuckery.
Chrissy Teigen.
Yo!
Yeah.
Stop putting people on pedestals. Stop that shit.
Yeah.
Cause guess what got now? 2 years down the line, Kevin Samuels is a homosexual and he actually was fighting against women. Oh my god! Oh, I can't believe it!
2 years? People saying that right now, dog. People are literally saying that now.
I mean, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe Kevin Samuels let me down. Man never let you down, dog. You let down yourself.
Yeah. I don't watch him. So
No, even if you don't watch him, right? Dog, come on, we need to stop do that, dog. Oh, we love Drake. Oh, Drake is so great.
Yo, dog, clean. Yeah, when you did that shit, I was like, see, this is why you have a heart in your fucking head, like some fucking moron, dog. I love your music, but fuck you, dog. Like seriously,
man,
what the fuck is that, bro?
Stop that shit, dog.
What is that, bro? Like, I thought you were trying to find love, dog. I didn't know you were trying to be. Well, I mean, I knew you were trying to be a hoe because you clearly gave up the finding love thing quite a while ago. So
this is probably the most me ever cursed on this podcast, man.
This is the most you ever talked on this podcast. I'm just here like, this is nice. It's like start listening.
No, because I'm upset now, dog. I'm reaching a point where I'm upset. Drake.
That's my head. Like, yo.
It's like, yo, I don't understand, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing as a human race? Why are we like putting people in positions of power just to then be like, I'm going to cancel you because we thought you were better than us? Go love yourself and shut up, man. You see me? And stop look to people for validate you.
That's too hard for them, dog. They can't do that, dog.
They're a human being just like we. You try to cancel Kevin Hart. For why? You laugh off him, joke them, and then one day somebody come and be like, oh, 10, 20 years ago when Kevin Hart was broke and no knew anybody and was a kid, he got up and said, I don't like gay people. And he said that 20 years ago. Let's cancel him. He cannot do anything for us anymore. Why?
Yeah.
That's 20 years ago.
It was 10 years ago. But I get
I don't care.
The point is,
I don't care about the timing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't care, dog. And then you can go elect a president who do things literally months before in presidency and within the presidency. And you're like, oh yeah, it's just Donald Trump.
Do you want to go down that road?
No, dog. When I talk politics, man.
Okay.
Why,
I can't help it sometimes.
That was ridiculous, man.
I think I want to talk about religion. But
No, you can go ahead with that.
No, I don't think I should. I don't think I should.
Man, so hold on, I'm not understand. Are you becoming me and me becoming you?
No, but you see, here's the problem, dog. You see when I say it, dog, you might, or maybe not, but I feel like this is one of those things where it's like, oh God, Jason, what is the point of you even saying this? You're just trying to antagonize these people. And I'm like, honestly, dog, I don't care. You need to be antagonized because you're fucking not thinking and you're not actually preying things. But what I was going to say was basically like, how is cancel culture or the harsh criticism and judgment that people are giving to each other, how is that any different than anything God ever did in the Bible? It's the same fucking thing. It's exactly the same, right? Here's a guy who, you did a sin, I will kill you because the wages of sin are death. So how is that different? It's not different. It's not different. Oh, Moses, yes, you did everything I wanted you to do. But then what? What did you do again? Some fuckery. Like you never do something right. Like you never kill enough people or some fucker. I don't even know what you did. Some shit. Some shit. I don't remember now. It's been a while since I read that passage. But like, you never do that. You can't see the promised land. I'm walking around this fuckery desert for 40 years with these fucking ungrateful bitches, right? That know like manna and quail, and me Asafa, these fucking low lives get to see the promised land, but not me. Fuck you. Fuck is that, dog? That's fuckery, bro.
Yo, Jason, the most I say on this topic
This is why I didn't want to say it.
on this topic is the Lord works in mysterious
Oh
ways.
God. Okay. Yeah.
And on
Anger
top
is
of that,
mysterious. I
and
agree.
on top of that, I'll also say, be careful that we interpreting things because of how them teach us it and not what is actually there.
Like, how else can I
That is another
interpret it,
thing
dog?
too.
How else can I interpret it?
When I wrong you, bro, you notice me not say yo Jesus.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
wrong you, bro, because and it's the same discussion I always have. Like, why are we taught certain things? We make me go down this religion route, you know. But why are we taught certain things
Yeah.
in certain ways in our religion, and then when you pray other religions, it's like there's love, peace, and tranquility.
No, but you see, that's the thing. That's what all the religions, in my opinion, have in common. Like, it's all about, like, love your neighbor, and love yourself, and love God. That is pretty much all the religions, right? And for me personally, I don't think that the God in the Old Testament or the Tanakh or whatever the fuck you want to call it, or the New Testament for that matter, is really real. I just think he's just a guy. It's a man-made fucking book. That's why it reflects mankind so much. I can't read the Bible and learn how to love people. Are you fucking crazy? I didn't read the Bible and learn how to fucking love people, dog. You and I had a conversation prior to this, right? And I said to you, yo, you know what I realized, dog? You know, if I can, like, accept that I don't like certain traits, I actually am now able to love. Because before, I'm actually not able to. As long if I look at somebody and they're doing something and I don't like it, what is actually happening inside of me is like, I don't like that they're doing it and they're making me uncomfortable and blah, 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 blah. But if I accept how I feel about that, oh, yeah, they're doing that and I still don't like it, but honestly, it makes me look at myself and just be like, you know, I still value me. And I like the fact that I don't do that.
I'm going to disagree with you upon that, and this is why we can be friends, because I'm not there for be friends with you because we agree on everything. You see me? I disagree with the whole notion that the Bible can't teach you love. And I also disagree with the notion that it's just a man with a walk up and down. You know what I mean?
What do you mean the man walk up and down?
You know, just a man, like, as in, like, you know, when people talk about God, other people believe that it's not an entity or a deity. Them just believe that it's just a person like me and you who was here, and them just write a story about him.
No, well, I don't think it's one guy. I think it's just a whole bunch of Israelites come together and fucking write the book. Because even if you look at the documentary hypothesis and all these different things, you can see how the texts vary in how they are written. The language is different throughout Genesis, Exodus, and Numbers. Deuteronomy is just very consistent. It is one person writing that. But to say that Moses was the guy that wrote all that shit, I'm like, come on, guys. You telling me that this nigga had a fucking chisel and a stone and was up on Mount Sinai? Yo,
no, he wasn't. As Mr. Taylor, I'm not disputed with certain points and certain intricacies. But for me, we just always, I remember we have this discussion years ago. I'm going to say, yo, without religion, without me, like, where I said, no, running, following behind what my parents teach me, and just doing this shit on my own, and just looking at life from my lens. Yeah. In my lens, bro, what I believe, there has to be a supreme being. You see me? There has to, and when we say supreme being, I mean, not in the sense that, oh my God.
Isn't that the CEO of Supreme?
Yeah, that you turn out. You see me? But
I mean, I agree with that there is something above us.
Yeah, see me? That is what I agree with. You see me?
But if that motherfucker wrote that pussy cloud with that, I can't judge a fucking soul, dog. Cause I'm looking at all these people and I'm like, I'm sorry to cut you, but I'm looking at all these people and I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, you're not better than God, and you're doing exactly what God did in the book. So,
which is my perspective, where I'm saying how them have portrayed the whole book is because of how people manipulate that shit. And that's my belief.
Okay.
That is just my belief.
In terms of like interpretation or written?
Both of them, bro. Because again, when you really, because I'm not gonna be like I'm not some biblical scholar who can tell you the time and the place and where the book was written. But from you read it, you can realize certain simple inconsistencies, and you'll be like, well, this doesn't make sense, but this not correlate with that.
Well, at least you said that, dog. Because, like, honestly, most Christians will tell me there's no inconsistencies, no contradictions in the
Brother,
Bible.
there are inconsistencies in the Bible.
There's contradictions in the first two chapters.
And it has to, and there has to be. And now again, you start me up. Because that's stupid. There has to be inconsistencies, bro.
Yeah.
It is translated. You see me? Words where we have, them not have. And words where them have, we don't have. So somebody have to say certain things in a certain way, so we can make we feel like, oh, this is what it is.
I mean, even just the man named, dog. The man named Jesus. The letter J never existed until 1,000 years ago.
Exactly. So come on, you know what I mean? Let's be real. Let us be real. There are inconsistencies, and that is as far as I will go. The most I can tell is I know for a fact, within my heart and by faith, you see me, that there's a bigger entity out there. And I know that, and I again know that entity watches over my life and help me to make certain decisions. You see me? And not in the way some Christians like sit and be like, well, I'm on the hospital bed dying and this pill here will save me. But guess what? I'm not taking that pill because God is going to save me. Yeah, but not talk about them people.
Because God didn't make it.
Exactly. You see me? Me look upon life a little bit different. And I've always been saying that. You know what I mean? Who gave the knowledge to make carry on them something there? You
Satan.
People are going to be exactly, and that's exactly what I'm going to say. That's exactly what I'm going to say.
I know, it's true.
You know what I mean, man? You like, I say, yo, okay, but you can't make sense with religion. I'm going to say, shut up. You can.
That doesn't even make sense. No, you see, this is what pisses me off. Dog, that is the dumbest fucking thing ever, right? These motherfuckers made a golden calf. What are you telling me that have nothing to do with science?
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Fucking jokers, dog.
Come on. Even something as simple as the ravens carrying the bread to it. And it's not even that simple. It's not even that simple.
The ravens carried bread?
Yeah, carried bread to Elijah.
When he was that, yes. I thought you were talking about Noah.
There are so many little intricacies to that. You understand? Yes, it's a miracle, but also you have to understand the type of birds they are. They are scavengers. You see me? So there's so many, and it's science. So don't come tell me say that no, you can't make science with religion. All of this is everything is science, bro.
Everything is science.
Everything is science, bro.
You know, I think that's really what it is. You know, I think people don't understand what science is. They think science is like another faith.
Exactly. So Scientology, dog.
I'm like, oh, they got it. Yeah. Science is really scientology.
Dog. So many things. So many things in the Bible that make sense. If you look on it from, but I feel like, and hear me out now. I so me I gonna step on some can. I feel like there are a lot of illiterate people in church.
Like them can't read.
Yeah, literally can't read. And so them people tell them things. As I realize...
No, but that's literally slavery shit.
Yeah.
That's...
No, so you're going to church and you can't read. You understand? And also you have the ignorant one them. So you have illiterate people and you have ignorant people.
Yeah.
It's a bad combination.
And then you also have the self-seeking people where they just take a verse and make it spin it to benefit them.
You know what I mean?
So,
and then yo, brother, this is why I'm telling you to touch them topic here, because even in the organization I grew up in, to this day may I have discussions about it because certain things don't make sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. Where are you making these rules from? Where them rules here come from?
You have to cut your hair.
Where them rules here come from, bro?
I don't know. They make it up, dog.
It's not in the Bible.
I know, because they made it up. They made it up, dog. It's not in the book. I've read it twice. It's not there, dog. As a matter of fact, they tell you, don't cut your fucking hair.
Brother, certain things don't add up, bro. I tell you, where in the Bible tell me say me I go hell because I don't wear tie go church?
Leviticus.
I'm the way I say Leviticus.
Is the verse right after the one where they say you must kill gay people?
Look how the man could make a big segue to religion.
I told you, and I warned you what would have happened. Anyway, it's a long time to talk about religion.
Yeah,
I personally like it because I just love the fucker, dog. I love the fucker.
It's been a while since we talk about religion, and I don't talk about it because, you see, when it comes on to people's belief, it's very delicate because you can ruin. I care, and I'll tell you why I care. Because you're entitled to believe what you want to believe.
Of
you
course.
Know what I mean? And so I'm not gonna knock you for what you believe. Because and again, when we think about people from like tribes of Africa, like, and people from like Amazonian tribes who like, well, let's say quote unquote untouched. So it's not like you have some religious group of fuckery people who are gonna go over there, go tell them lies and be like, oh yeah, if you don't drink this holy water, you're going dead.
I don't think you're supposed to drink it.
I don't know what I'm going to tell them, brother.
I don't think you're supposed to drink it.
And if you don't make like 10 sacrifices to us and give us money, wherever you can find whatever your money from, you see me, you're going to go hell. Yeah.
I need fuel for my jet plane so that I can take the word of God
the money I know.
to Kenya, Ethiopia,
You're the man.
Mars, and a ninth continent that you don't know about.
You see me?
You know what I'm saying?
When you look on them people and understand how them view religion and the belief in life and in nature and all them something there. We can't go look on them and tell them, say, yo brother, after 50 years or 100 years of your tribesmen believing in this, hey, try Jesus.
Yo, you know, alright, so like this, maybe we can jump off of it after this point, maybe, we'll see. But I learned something this week. So basically, alright, so you know, like you have the 12 tribes, right, of Israel, right? And you know that Joseph split into two tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim, right? So, right, so when the kingdom got split, and then the Assyrians, they take over Israel and fuck them up, and then Babylon, they fuck up Judah. They thought that the tribes of Israel got lost. So people wondered, where are they? Where is this? So then this fuckface guy, like 100 or 200 years ago, had said, oh yeah, so they like Ephraim and Manasseh, yeah, so those guys were actually British, right? And then some of them go America. So like Ephraim would have said Ephraim is Britain and Manasseh is the US. And long story short, the bottom line is that white people are the superior race. You see what I'm saying? You see how you just use religion to just bolster whatever fuckery argument?
Whatever you want to make people believe, brother.
Yeah.
And this is why this is why I firmly believe in stripping all of that down. Stripping all of that down, bro, and just going to the bare minimum and just say, yo,
love your neighbor.
Exactly.
That's it.
Love, and just know there's a supreme being. That's all.
Honestly, that is so. But you see, why the fuck I need more than that? Yeah, tell me he begot. It's talking about it with that shit, bro. Who the fuck care that dog? Who care about that shit? Yeah, tell me some fucking history book shit.
I just feel like you have to strip it down because when you start adding all of these things and add on, by the time you reach 2021, people will start be like, this is incredible. We can't believe this.
And that's why people don't read the fucking book, dog. Because it don't apply to them, dog. Most of the shit in the book just does not apply. It don't make sense. They don't believe in it. Or it's just boring. It's just flat out boring. And they don't want to fucking read it. It's fucking 1,700 fucking pages. And then at the end of the day, all you needed to know was there's something above you and love. So I need 1,700 pages for that book? No, I don't.
Boy.
That's a tweet. Fucking hell.
So that's just my belief. But to go back to the whole
that's an epic segue. I mean,
yeah,
epic.
Very epic segue.
What do you call it?
Not a segue. What you call it again?
Digression.
Yeah. Brother.
Talk to me about what this lady did say about dress. How you want to be addressed.
Just how you want to be addressed.
Yeah, talk to me about that shit.
So for her, no, she was like, basically, homeboy on the podcast was saying.
No, she didn't say it first.
No, man, hold on, man. I think
okay.
him did say something like, I think, yeah, it started with her, but I think basically he posited a question like, do you believe women should be respected or treated the way based up they should be treated or respond to them based upon how they're dressed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Based upon how they're dressed. So like for instance, him say if I go on an Instagram page and I have his naked pictures, do I approach her as if she wants to have sex or have some sexual conversation with her? And lady say yeah, because that's what she putting out there. Clearly that's what she wants to invite.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? And then she's like, would you go to a real estate page and see houses and ask them to sell you a car? You know what I mean? And I was like, alright, cool, fine. But a lot of people disagreed with her because they were like, she's being a pick-me and how she's not standing up for women and respecting women and blah 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 blah. But in my opinion, she is wrong. You understand? I'm not saying you should disrespect women, no. But this is not an issue of respect. This is an issue of how you're bringing yourself, you're carrying yourself on what you're putting out there. You understand? So you can't look upon me and tell me, say, it's almost like you say, oh yeah man, I go around shooting people every day. But I'm not a murderer. Come on. That's just how I express myself.
Yeah, shoot people. Nah, man, I take pictures. It's a shoot me, I do.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what else you want. Because I feel like this world that we're living in, brother, it's so confusing. This moving from cancel culture to this whole thing where you can't call things what it is because it is going to be too hurtful.
You can't call. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, sorry, yeah.
So it's like, okay, so you're dressing naked every day. You walk down my street naked. I shouldn't see that you're attractive. You know what I mean? And I shouldn't approach you and be like, hey, you're naked.
Oh my God! You just objectified me! All you care about is my body? All you care about is these? You just shove her tits in her face.
Oh my God, bro, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I find that ridiculous. And then now this is why you start looking at certain things and you start wondering, where do we draw the line? Would you go to would you deposit your money to a bank where everybody naked on the Instagram page? You know what I mean? And when you go to the bank, everybody naked, and I was like, yeah man, I'll respect these people in this way because yeah, being naked doesn't mean that they'll
It's a nudist bank.
It's a nudist bank.
Them come to deposit them clothes. That's what I'm guessing. This is the thing. For me, my point of contention with this was in the sense that you're gonna have those people who they're gonna hear something like that and just basically be like, oh good, this is she just gave me the right to go and just chat anything I want to any girl and touch up any girl I want. However, I will also take the point that and Scott had pointed it out, where he was saying like at the end of the day, people can do that anyway.
Yeah.
So that is true. I can't really argue against that. But I think another point I have to make is just the fact that let's call a spade, dog. Like when you know what, I just can just say it. Yeah. So when people, and by people I mean women, because honestly, dog, I don't really see men having this kind of problem. When women do certain things and then they get offended because you did that. You did something that was corresponding to how they were behaving, how they treat themselves, how they speak, how they portray themselves. they get upset, and it's like, I don't understand why this was not appropriate.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't get it. But for some reason, I've been supposed to just go with that. So now, like everyone's mindset is now poisoned. Like where it's like, okay, whatever a girl said, I know so it go.
Mhm.
So now, think about the kind of ramification that has, dog.
Yep.
Right? So this is how some niggas get into their mind. Oh, if a girl say no, it don't really mean no. Because it's not like you can trust what them say anyway, right? And it's like, that's so fucked and dangerous and just fucking dangerous. Because I'm just like, yo, this is why it's important in a dog.
Mhm.
To fucking, like, what you see is what it is. Don't let the dog bark and then we find out, say, oh no, this is just a duck in a fucking dog costume. Like, no, dog. Like, why would you even do that? Why are you trying to deceive in the first place?
Mhm.
Which leads to a whole other conversation.
Yeah, bro,
I
and that's
suppose.
why I say I agree with you, bro. And I'm not saying men should go out there and be like, oh, you see this naked woman walking down the road, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, your pussy fat, and yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not saying you should do that.
Definitely not.
But what I'm saying is, if you do that, niggas going to do that because them going to see you as that way. That's the society that we live in.
No, but you know, as a matter of fact, dog, but some girls want that.
And that's the next thing too.
Some girls want that. They want to hear, yo, girl, your pussy fuck. They want to hear that. Some girls want that. Not all. Not all.
Brother,
Not all. But some.
again,
That's why they dress that way.
Slippery slope you go upon it because
That's the
I
point.
guess let me tell you why it's a slippery slope. Because nobody not gonna want to tell the truth, brother.
Dog, that's my problem, dog. That is my problem. Because the notion, right? And listen to what I said. I said, some girls are going to want that. And then some people are going to hear that and be like, he said all of them.
Yeah, man.
He said all
women
girls.
want that. Oh my
I'm like,
God.
yo, dog,
How could there be a girl who would want that? And then why?
And I'm like, that's so fucked.
But then why is there porn?
Number one. Number two, dog, we live in a relative fucking world.
Why-
You're telling me that you want just a certain way, but you don't want any comments. But there is not a girl who is the opposite of that?
Why is there OnlyFans? And why is it doing so well?
Dog, I just can't.
So that's why I'm start. And that's why I'm so confused because when that question was asked, I was like, brother, you be the hypocrite. You go up on the girl OnlyFans page and be like, hey, do you have a minute for us to talk about Jehovah?
Well, it'd be Yehovah, because Jay never
You see me?
is.
And I'm not saying you know go respect the girl. That's not it. But and again, and that's the next thing too. What kind of respect we're talking about? Because if she's a sex worker and I come to her and I say, yo, brother, you know, so I'm interested in your services. You understand? And her sex services is sex. Am I being disrespectful?
I hope not. Isn't that what she's there for?
Exactly, and that's what.
Isn't
and
that
that's
what
the
she's
point.
marketing herself
And that's why I
as?
say, yo, we have become so PC, my youth, that we can't be honest with ourselves. You understand? I not go up on a woman's fully clothed real estate page and be like, yo, sell me some pussy.
That would be inappropriate.
Yeah, that's inappropriate. But if you're out there for sell pussy, you have a OnlyFans and you say, yo, $50 to watch me drink some milk or some shit. You know what I mean?
And she's not drinking it.
You see me?
It's coming from her own teeth
You see me?
because she's pregnant.
That's what you put out there. That's what you're gonna get back.
All right, let me ask you this. All right, what if you see a woman selling real estate and then you see her on OnlyFans?
Well, you address her upon the OnlyFans.
Thank you. Exactly. You address her on OnlyFans for sex and you go to Century 21 or wherever
Yeah.
and then link her for a two-bedroom
The
apartment.
woman place at work and be like, hey, we need a fat pussy. Nah, bro. You know what I mean?
Are you the fat pussy real estate agent?
Nah, bro. Nah, I'm gonna do that.
I
You know what
saw
mean?
your vagina on the
And
park
to
bench.
me, that is what respect is. You have to know, say, yo, whatever boundaries that person set for themselves,
Please respect it.
You honor that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's it. And that's what respect means.
I agree, but the problem is just like the fucking double standards and the talking out of the side of your mouth and what it is. What I'm
Yeah.
seeing is not what it actually is,
Yeah,
and the
next
lies. I
thing
don't.
And
like
the
that.
next thing too, you have to be careful because again, a lot of women out there dressing nude and doing them things. It's not that they want attention from us either. So
Yeah.
So you have to understand, so you have to gauge it. That's why I say respect is working within the confines of the boundaries that are set by people.
Yeah. But I do see, and this kind of goes back to something we were talking about earlier about extremism, where when people see this kind of, have this cognitive dissonance with regards to what people say and then what people do, and then they get confused, I think it really starts to antagonize people in a certain way, where they go for the truth, the cold hard truth, but then they kind of go about it in very cruel ways. And it's like, no, you're going too far again. There was a problem. We needed to correct that. That is true. But now you're going too fucking far with it. Right? I think that's what it is. But I also think one of the reasons why women might not be able to just say what it is. And you see, there's something I really want to say, but I can't say it because it's like, it can be way too specific, and I don't really want to conjure the ire of the audience or whatever. But realistically speaking, I kind of just feel like when you are not able to be honest about something, I'm like, isn't this coming from like some kind of shame on your part, where it's like, oh, this is a bad thing, you shouldn't be doing this thing, or I shouldn't be doing this thing, but I'm doing it anyway. And I shouldn't have to deal with the consequences of me doing this thing. Don't question me about it. Don't ask me about it. Don't talk to me about it. Because what you saw didn't happen. I don't like that.
Here is the reading of God's holy word.
Thanks be to God.
You notice it, bro. And do you have any final words for this podcast?
No. I don't know. Like, Asafa paid the money, I guess I do. I don't know that.
I don't know, bro. What I say is, don't take anything that we believe and run up and down with it and be like, I can't believe them, believe that. I can't even tell you what to do, but we believe what we believe, you believe what you believe. You understand? But one thing I'll definitely tell you is that stop holding people accountable for your life. Be accountable for your own life.
That's a little bit too extreme, dog. I don't think people can handle that. I think you're asking a bit too much.
It's too much, right?
Yeah, I think you're asking a little too much. Watch people and watch people and tear them down when they do fuckery.
And cancel them.
But when you do the same thing, just don't see it.
Yeah, and be loving to yourself.
Yeah. Even though that wouldn't be love at all. That's actually abuse, because you're not holding yourself accountable and you're not actually going to give yourself the opportunity to grow. But honestly, dog, even you and I had to learn this for ourselves, dog, because at some point we all drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, brother.
And now we have to vomit it out.
Yeah, we have to still get some more right out of our system.
Yeah.
Have a detox.
Yeah. Well, yeah, guys, thanks for listening again. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back. A few more episodes into the season left. So, stay tuned and thanks for listening.